Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Black History Month interviews for 2023. Today we have Reverend Rickey Wright with us. He's been a pastor since he received God's call in his life in 1997, and he served at Pleasant Grove Church in Musella and First Baptist Church of Junction City. He was the past president of the Men of Moral Concerns in the Triune Village community and a mentor at Upson High School. Reverend Wright, we welcome you to our podcast today. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're excited about being here.
Well, good. We're good. We're proud to have you as one of our honorees this year. I'd also like to welcome Mr. Chris Fagan. He's our technical magician. He's taking care of all of our technical issues to do these podcasts. And I want to invite you all to watch his podcast, Talk Your Culture, that airs on Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m. He also airs these on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. Reverend Wright, let's begin our interview by learning a little bit about you personally. Tell us about your family, your wife and children, maybe where you grew up. Just give us some information about who you are.
All right. I'm married. I'm married to Millicent Patrice Caldwell Wright. Mm-hmm. We've been married now 35 years. Mm-hmm. And out of the 35 years, we have been blessed with one daughter. We have one daughter. Her name is Jessica Hamilton. And we have a son-in-law, her husband. His name is Tori. And we've been blessed with a beautiful grandbaby.
Oh,
and her name is Nyla McKenzie. Mm-hmm. And she's our only grandchild. And we're proud about that. And
yes.
She's a granddaddy baby already.
Oh, yeah. Those girls will wrap you around their fingers.
Yes, easy, just like her mom did. But I think it's a little bit more than her mother. But like I said, we are blessed, and I'm thankful to have a beautiful family. Mm-hmm. My wife and daughter, and they always have been supportive to me in whatever I do. Mm-hmm. I grew up, I was born in Barnesville, but I was raised here in Thomaston. Mm-hmm. But I started growing up down in the downtown area, mm-hmm. and we moved to Triune Village in 1969. I was 9 years old, and I grew up in the village. Mm-hmm. I remember when this place here was first built, mm-hmm. the Civic Center. It was just an open field. But anyway, so I grew up over in the village, and after I got married, I came back to the village and started the Men's of Moral Concern. Mm-hmm. Because of the young boys in the village. We got them together and dealt with them for many years. And, I'm just who I am. Like I told you, I don't have much to say. I'm not in many organizations. The thing that I do, as I'm always saying, I don't get out and just say anything about it. Mm-hmm. Not being in the organization don't mean that it's not important. It is important, but mm-hmm. What I do, I just believe in doing what I do, and I low key in the background. And not only do I do it here in Thomaston, as you can see, I hope I'm not getting too fast.
No, you're fine.
I'm pastor church in Musella, mm-hmm. right below. Out down in the area where Dickey's Peach Farm is.
Yes.
That's Musella. Mm-hmm. And I've been there for 23 years, and mm-hmm. I pastor over in First Baptist in Junction City. So that is part of my ministry, and with dealing with kids is through the church. Mm-hmm. And not only through the church, in this community, even though I pastor in them areas, but my wife, she always tell me, other people do too, they say, you're a pastor of every community. The reason that is said, people that really know me, I'm there for anybody. It doesn't mm-hmm. matter the religious, it doesn't matter what color. I just try to be there for everybody that I can because I enjoy helping people. I love to do what I do in my ministry.
Mm-hmm. When your name was brought up as one of our nominees, mm-hmm. That's what they said. You're the pastor of the people.
Yes, ma'am. That's me. And like I say, I have not learned to say no yet. I'm always saying yes mm-hmm. because I feel like this is what God wants me to do. Mm-hmm. This is my calling. Yeah. And as I'm always saying, everybody can't be an athlete. Everybody can't be the president. Mm-hmm. Everybody can't be a senator. Yeah. But God has blessed each individual with a gift. Yes. So this is my gift, is helping the community. Not only Thomaston, but anywhere. If I can be a help to anybody. And like I say, as being pastor at a church that long, that says something itself.
Absolutely.
That says something itself.
Absolutely.
So I just enjoy doing what I do.
Well, good.
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Good. Do you have one person in your life who you feel like maybe had the most impact on you?
Well, there are two. There are
Two?
two. Yes, ma'am. Both of them is deceased now. One of them used to be my former pastor, Reverend F.R. Strickland,
Okay.
out here in the Triton Village area, in Mary Liz. He had a great impact on me, even before I came into ministry. And another one were Deacon James Perry. He's deceased now. But these two men, they was at my church, and I grew up under these guys. And, the Bible said in, I think, Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, it say, let your light shine before man.
Yes.
And these two men, they truly let their light shine as I was coming up. And they had a great impact on my life as being a good young man. My mother, bless her heart, she's deceased, but she was the only one there, and she did a great job with her. But these two guys were something like a father figure in my life.
Yeah.
They let their light shine, so I saw something in them. And like sometimes people want to be like superheroes, want to be like the Batman, but these guys I took a pattern out of, and I thank God that I did. So these two guys, Reverend F.R. Strickland and Deacon James Perry. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We know that you've been a pastor for over 23 years, and can you tell us, what did you do before you became a pastor?
Okay, before I came to I used to work at Thomaston-Upson, one over here on Balmer Street. I had like 24 years there.
Wow.
And I stayed there until they shut the door the final day there. But there again, I'm just, I just in the community, doing different things. Here's somebody needs something, or being there for someone. I used to be a Masonic, well, it used to be, still is to a certain extent. But I would just go in the community, and I used to help around Thanksgiving. You know how they feed the community. I go there and pass out, help deliver trays, things like that. I was just doing different things here and there. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And visiting the nursing home, I still do that. The churches, I was doing all of that even before I came to be a pastor. And I think that God was preparing me for these tasks before I even became a pastor.
Right.
And like I say, visiting the nursing home, which I still do that now. I go to the nursing home, sing. I'm not gonna say that I don't preach to them, because sometimes the patient's time span is short.
Right.
So they love to sing, and we'll go there and sing, and I walk around and visit. But now I don't do as much as I did before the COVID came in. So when the COVID, it slacked up a lot of things.
Yeah. Are there other people that you have come in contact with through the years that you would say were a great influence? That, how did they impact you?
Well, again, my wife.
Your wife.
My wife. I can't leave my wife out. My wife is very supportive to me. Anytime you're dealing with, I have, like I said again, 2 churches. So I have 3 families. I have my wife and daughter, then I have both of the churches. My wife is a great impact in my ministry, because not only my ministry, my life, she always encouraged me.
Yeah.
As a pastor, as a father, hey, we have moments just like anybody else does. But my wife now, she have been right there by my side. And like my daughter Jessica was born in December 96. And I started preaching in 97, January. So she's been in church all her life.
Yeah.
So these 2 young ladies, they have been, I would say, my sole supporter, my critics, and they always have been there. I know it doesn't sound strange for someone to say their wife, but I'm just keeping it real. My wife, yeah, she's been right there. Yes, she have a great impact on my life.
Yes, that's good. What would you say that you're most passionate about when it comes to your impact on our community? What do you think that you are most passionate about making an impact in? To
see our youth do good. And again, as this is in me as when I see families going through crisis, like bereaved families, family that have things going on that, you know, I have people call me a whole lot, and it's not necessarily my members either. You know, I have people that are not in my members. You know, I see things going on in the community where people are being hurt. There again, now bear in mind, as I said, God did not bless everybody with the same talent. So
Right.
this is my talent. Is helping people through crisis.
Through crisis.
Yes. And also, you know, to see about the young people, they have a great impact on me. Just like my church, we had one time before the COVID came in, we had a nice youth ministry. But after the COVID came in, you know, people stopped coming to church like they used to.
Right.
And now we're trying to build it back up. So that's part of my youth. Dealing with the youth is inside the church and also outside the church. Now I'm going to tell you a place where I deal with a whole lot of youth there. Please don't laugh at me. Walmart.
Really?
Walmart. Because I see a lot of people at Walmart. Sometimes I just go to Walmart, just browsing, my wife and I sometimes. And you'd be surprised how many young people come up to us, even just at Walmart. And, you know, hey, and we embrace them, we show them love. That's what's something wrong. A lot of kids now, they just want somebody to love them.
Yeah.
To love them. And like I said, one of my biggest place to go and meet young people is at Walmart, and beside the church is Walmart.
Well, they out in there.
Yeah,
Oh, they are.
That's right. That's right.
It all depends on what time you go in there. All of them will be in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
ain't shopping.
No.
They kicking.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just hanging at Walmart.
And you know, when I go and approach them and start talking, I don't start talking about the church. You know, I just dealing with daily life. How you doing? You know, everything's going well. You know.
Yeah.
But there again, like I say, God did not bless everybody to be in the same place to do this. That's my way of ministering to our youth and showing them love, because I'm 62 years old. I have been young. I have been young.
You
I
have been young,
Yes.
absolutely. I'm going to have to use that phrase in
Oh
the
yeah,
future.
yeah, been young.
Let's see. I did read in your bio that you mentor young men through the high school.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a specific program, or do you just...
No, the school had a program.
They did?
And they were looking for mentors to come in and, you know, to be a big brother to, you know,
Okay.
a person. And I joined that with them. That been some years ago. That's when my daughter was in high school. And we used to meet at the school with them, I think once a week. And then also went on field trip with them.
Okay.
And I did that with them as well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And that's another way of reaching out, you know, helping the youth, you know. Everybody can't reach out the same way, different way. But yeah, I did that over to the schoolhouse. And that goes back to where I said we used to have this men's moral concern out here in Triton Village area. And the guys now, they're grown now. They was little boys. But I guarantee you, every time they see me, they always respect me. Hey, Mr. Wright, they'll come and hug me and let me know that our dealing with them was not in vain.
Right.
They have not forgot me. You know, they'll come and embrace and hug. And just like I always say, my wife and I, we have kids. We have one biological daughter, but we have so many other kids in this community and other communities. Yes, yes. And
Yes. You know, I've found that you can be in a formal situation like a classroom or in a youth group at your church, and you kind of get to know the youth then, but they really don't get to know you and learn from you until you have them in a more personal situation. And so I think that what you're doing is a great thing.
oh yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. And there again,
A lot of kids, like you said, they just want to know somebody will show up for them.
that's right. That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
whether you love them or not, sometimes they just want to see
Yeah.
somebody show up for them. And that helps out.
Yeah, it
You know,
does.
and a lot of kids have been lied to so many times, you know. And the thing it is that we as mentors, we just had to be ourselves. You know, I don't go in there and try to, you know, knock them or whatever, but I let them know the right from the wrong. But it's a way to do that. You know, it's a way to
Right.
do that.
Absolutely.
Either you can bring them to you, or you can draw them away from you. Yeah.
That's right. Do you have any challenges that you remember in your life that kind of helped mold you into who you are?
Oh yes. I have several challenges.
Yeah.
There again, like I said, you know, my mother, she raised us. And that was a challenge, you know. And I had started working at Thomaston Mill when I was 16 years old and going to school. That was a challenge, okay. But as I look back over that now, I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about the situation sometimes that we went through when I was a child, because it made a man out of me now. It did. It made a man out of me. Don't misunderstand me. Yes, I done wrong like anybody else. I don't had a good time. But seeing the struggle that we went through, I was determined that I wasn't going to allow that to overcome me and my family. That makes sense? What I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
You know, that was a challenge. And being, you know, in Thomaston, I love Thomaston, and I wouldn't want nowhere else to stay. So Thomaston been good to us in our life. So I had some challenges in my life. Some I wouldn't want to talk about, but I have had some challenges in my life. But it made a man out of me. That's why I can't, you know, I tell guys now, not only the guy, the young lady, the life that you live, what you want to be is up to you. You know, the world don't owe us anything.
Yeah.
If you want to be somebody, you can. If you want to.
That's right.
You gotta
That's
want
right.
to. That's right.
You got it. Do you have any goals that you have not met yet? Anything that you would like to accomplish that you haven't brought it out yet?
Well,
Or that you haven't completed just yet?
to be honest, again, I'm 62. Back in 2017, I had a heart attack. I had open heart surgery. And as I was saying, prayerfully, I don't look like what I've been through. And I just thank God. To have any of the go, it just, to me, I don't want to sound all holy and sanctified, but it's just a blessing to be here, sweetie. What I have, God have blessed us. What I have done in life, helping others, which I'm still doing. But just having any specific goal, I don't have that. You know, I just want to continue to be who I am, continue to help people, continue to watch over our youth and help them in any way I can. Whoever you consider it as a goal, that's what the goal. Continue to help people. And work with our youth, because I love our youth. You know, I love my youth. You know.
Yeah. Do you have a specific word that you would like to share with our youth, to something that they can think about and say, you know, I want to do that?
Okay, one of the words is, I'm going to what I say in church too. You got to put God first.
Yes.
Okay? The youth sometimes may not understand that, okay? But as an adult, we should understand that God is first. Okay? You know, the Bible tells us to train up a child when they're young, and when they're old, they will not depart. But what I try to teach in church, in the middle, from that old to that young, from the young to the old, in the middle, there's some living go be done.
Yeah.
So I try to encourage kids, okay, I know you gonna live life, just like I say I did. I wasn't born with a Bible in my hand, okay? I had my fun in life. I was a teenager. I was a young adult. I went out and did this and that. But I would tell the young people now to put God first and this is what I tell all my kids too, make right choices.
Absolutely.
Make right choices. We should know that a bad choice can mess us up.
And it can follow you for the rest of your life.
Make right choices. I don't know any other word. It's several other words, but that's the one I use all the time. When I hug my kids at Walmart and get ready to leave, I'll tell them right quick, make right choices. But believe me, just them hearing that will help somebody, because they might be getting to the point, if you make a wrong choice, they might remember what I said, make right choice. Either one of you all can hear it. Maybe mama, grandmama used to tell y'all something, you still can hear it now.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Make right choices. Make
Absolutely.
right choices. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It goes a long way. It goes, like I say, you know, there's just little things that I look at, you know, can help kids. You know, tell them to make the right choices, show them love, and let them know you can be anything, anyone you want to be, but you got to make the right choice. Study, go to school, get your education. You can be whatever God wants you to be, but you got to put first. That's what I tell people. God is first in my life. I love my family, but God is first, then my family. Because I couldn't be successful if I did not have God. So our kids, they gotta have to learn, even though some of them is young now, but if God bless them to get older, they still gonna have to know who God is. For to let them know to put God first.
Yeah. Absolutely. Chris and I were talking before your interview, and he mentioned that he kind of has a passion for letting the fathers know their role and what they need to do to impact their children. Do you have a word for fathers?
Oh yeah. I do. There again, fathers, they need to step up, be the role what they say they are, a father.
Right.
A father more to me than just buying a kid a toy and taking them to the house.
Yes.
A father to me is being there, showing that child the road. It's more to it than going to that football game. It's more to it than just going and say, I'm going to see my son, or my son play football, play basketball. That son needs you 365 days a year.
The discipline.
That's right.
The discipline it takes to play that sport.
That's right.
The discipline it takes to achieve what you need at school. The discipline it takes to become a working citizen.
Yeah.
Discipline. That's what the father provides. Discipline.
That's right.
Mothers sometimes don't have the heart to discipline, which is really their job to nurture. It's our job
to discipline. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Discipline.
And that goes back to what I said earlier too now, about we're supposed to let our light shine before our kids, our sons.
Yes.
We have to show our sons, okay? It's just like we have to show them a young lady is a precious jewel. They are not to be beat on. You see, we
Right.
have to show them. We have to show them the reaction while we're around their mom. We have to show them love, how we love. Boys pick up on this. They pick it up. We have to show them. We have to, that go again, we have to let what? Our light shine.
Yes.
We have to let them know, like I say, my daughter, she's married, but not one time can she say, yeah, my daddy just cuss. No. We have to let our light shine around. We have to show them discipline. We have to show them how men are supposed to act. Show them again how men are supposed to open up doors for the young ladies.
Right.
Show them again how.
I didn't learn that till I was 37.
That's a good thing too. But now you know.
You still learn though, right?
Yeah. And show them, like when they walking through a parking lot, that the lady's supposed to be on the right, the man be on the left. When a car coming down, he's protecting that woman. Things like that. Show them.
Yep.
Show them to cherish too. And then when time comes to find a good wife, they be able to find one. Yeah. It's a whole lot about that.
That's right. Well, we want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, ma'am.
I have
Yes.
a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know you say you work with kids. You've been working with them for a long time.
Yes, sir.
And I know you can tell over the years that their banter, their lingo, their slang, it changes.
Had to keep up with it.
Is there anything in particular now that the children like to say that just intrigues you or catch your attention every time you hear them say it?
It's several things. Because it's like you said, the things have, the language have changed. And you know what? That's what I feel say then. Like, I try to keep up with things like that, because, like you say, you run into that. And some of the songs, I'm not gonna sit and tell a lie. I try to, stay up on. You have to, because the ball field is different from when I played and where it is now. The music is different. The talk is different. A whole lot of things are different, Mr. Chris. Yeah. So it's several saying, man. But I just have to, stay alert on that. I had to stay on that game because several times, my daughter used to say things. I'm scratching my head. What you talking about? But
sometimes when I'm trying to reach young kids, I try to talk in their language so that they'll feel like But one thing,
like you can hear what they're saying,
words,
like you can understand.
Bruh.
Yeah, I said that.
I had to say bruh with them.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because they go to do it with their mama.
Yeah.
They say it to their mama.
I don't like that.
But I used to get at them about saying it to their mama, so I heard their mama say it back to them.
Okay.
So I said, okay.
Yeah.
And capping.
Never heard that. Capping.
Mean you lie.
Lying. Yeah. I got you.
If the kids say, Mom, that's capping. basically he just told you told a lie.
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
to figure that out because when you say cap to me, I'm thinking about a hat.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something
Right.
that's on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think they new language and slang, as it changed over the years, it's very intriguing to me.
Yeah.
It seems to stand out.
But see, the thing that I have learned now that even though I'm a pastor, true, but I just can't run up in a kid phase, a teenager phase, start talking about the Bible. You see,
Right.
I cannot do it,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, because every time they see me from then on, when they see me, what they gonna do? Trying to go another way.
Right.
So it's a way that you have to, you know, get to that point,
Right.
and to get them to get their attention, you know. And there again, I have learned that I don't. When I go out, I don't wear a suit all the time. The only time I put on suits really on Sundays or whatever. But I try to be the way that people won't be scared to come and talk to me. And like I just said, besides church, I go to church. I know all my members name by name, all my kids and all. That mean a lot to these kids. And like I said, when I go to Walmart, you know, hey, you know, kids are there talking to my wife and I. And that let us know we're reaching out. We're reaching out. We're reaching out. Whether I get out and say it or put it on Facebook saying I'm doing this and that, because you don't never see nothing I do, I put on there. But just because my name is not flashing all over town, that don't mean that a person not doing anything, you know.
Right.
And
Anybody that know you ain't gonna turn around and go the other way. If you know him, you definitely walk towards him and have whatever conversation it be.
Yes.
Yeah, I just, like again, I think I talked to you this morning. I was telling you that, you know, about the organization and all of that. You know, again, I just do what, I just let my light shine around people. And my wife, she always tell me that, you know, you just a community pastor. You know, people call on me. If I can do something for them, I will. I love that. And like I say, being at a church for 23 years and one for 21 years, that speaks a lot for itself right there. I take care of my members and they take care of us, and we're just big family. We're a big family.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
I was telling you also, Pleasant Grove, the church in Musella, you know, we was taking up things for the tornado victim and everything. We just started last Sunday. We had a big overflow of stuff to come in, and also on this coming Sunday, we're having another overflow so we can get things out, you know, to the people that is in need, you know. And then, like I said, we St. Jude and all that. We do stuff like that. But like I said, I just don't post a lot of stuff.
Right.
They call that philanthropy.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in today. Thank you so much for letting us take this time to get to know you a little bit better.
Yes, ma'am.
And we look forward to seeing you at our celebration on the 26th.
Well, we're looking forward to coming, and thank you all for, you know, for all those who maybe nominated us to be here, because I did not know it. My daughter called me one day and she said, "Dad," I said, "What, sweetie?" And she was telling me about it. I said, "Me?" She said, "You, Dad?" I said, "Me?" She said, "Yes, Daddy, you." She said, and then she said, "Daddy, this is my daughter." She said, "You deserve it." You know, you deserve it. But I think it's an honor that hoping and prayerful will be able to be here to see all of this. And it's an honor for me to be here, my hometown, to recognize us. So we're excited about it. I am.
We're
And
excited
thank you
to have
all.
you.
Thank you, Miss Brown and Brother Chris, for being here with me today. Make my job a whole lot easier. Whether you can believe it or not, I'm just nervous, but it's all good. It's all good.
All right. Well, we thank you again.
Thank you all.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank you so much.